Hey everyone, Mari and Ali back here for our Journey Through Compulsory series. This week we're focusing on the mount, and we've decided to save this for the last week because this one's one of the most challenging compulsory exercises we found. So we saved the best for last. Here you go. Let's get started with the warm-up. All right, so we're just gonna be coming into our cactus arms here, bringing our arms in front of us and opening up that chest, okay? So we're starting off with a warm-up for that upper body. And this is fitness and yoga for every athlete, again, inspired by the fundamentals of equestrian vaulting, the compulsory exercises here. So we're finishing off with that mount exercise. This is going to be a full body activation today. All right, so our arm, our core, our connection with our upper and lower body and our back. Good, all right, now we're gonna hit our marches. Just driving those knees up to your chest, marching it out. Good, guys, we've got such a good one for you today. We're gonna do our fitness portion with me, and then we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of yoga with Miss Ali. We're so excited to get into this exercise, even though it's one of the most challenging. We always love a good challenge, right? All right, butt kicks, kicking your butt, chest upright. And breathing through as always, using that breath, guys. I'm always trying to be mindful of my breath because I tend to hold my breath sometimes in the past. So really noticing a difference when I use that breath to help me through my movements. All right, last but not least, we're gonna hit our world's greatest stretch. Okay, so lunging out, bringing that forearm down to the ground, reaching up that arm to the sky towards that front bent knee. Okay, switching out sides, we're alternating sides here. Nice low lunge. Breathing through. Really try to get that forearm as far as you can down. You're gonna really feel that open up in that hip when you come down with that forearm, opening up that chest, and then you extend it up to the sky. Good, give me two more here. Down, up, last one on this side. All right, okay, standing up. We are gonna get into our workout portion here. Okay, we've got 3 blocks of 3 movements in each block. All right, and I will be showing you modifications as we move through. This is for time, so we're doing 30 seconds on, 10 seconds rest in between each movement or transition period, okay? So I will show you the first movement. We're gonna be doing our single leg knee drive, all right? Knee drive up, and then we're gonna come out into an airplane or a needle position, okay? And then we're just going to switch sides. So knee drive up, out into that airplane or needle position, okay? All right. Let's go, move with me. So knee drive up, out into that airplane, or option to come down into a needle. Okay, you choose. Modification, just hold it here. If you need more of a challenge, come out into that airplane or into that needle, up to you. Wherever you are, make sure that we're keep moving with each other, okay? Keep moving with me. Out, and up to that needle. Good, driving up that knee. Balance here first before you drop out into that airplane or needle position. And we're really challenging our balance here, coordination, our flexibility, and strength. Last one here. Good, all right. Okay, so those are single leg knee drives to airplane or needle. All right, next one is our mountain push-up to leg extension. All right, so we're gonna be coming into that down dog position here. We're gonna do our mountain push-up. In between each repetition, we're gonna extend one leg up into the sky, alternating sides in between, okay? All right, ready, set, and let's hit it. Mountain push-up, extend that knee out. So really drive with that heel up to the sky. Modification, go ahead and just do those mountain push-ups. Always drop down to those knees if you need to. All right, Really using those overhead press muscles and those shoulders. Good. Reaching through that heel, reaching through, kicking to the sky as high as you can while maintaining a nice square hip. Breathing through. Good. In 3, 2, and final one. Okay. All right. Next up, we're going to be coming down onto the mat here on all fours into our bear plank position. Okay, so we're going to lift up those knees roughly an inch or two off the mat first. Okay, then we're going to come out, drop out into that plank, then draw those knees back into your starting position. We're going to hover those knees over the ground the whole entire time. Okay, modification, of course, you can let those knees hitting the ground, having contact with the ground the whole time. Ready, set, let's go. Hover those knees up, drop into that plank, bring those knees in. Hovering over the ground. Don't let those knees hit that ground. Nice, tight, solid core. Hands underneath those shoulders, okay? We're always doing our checkpoints, making sure we have nice form, okay? Modification, drop those knees down, and then you can push up into a plank. Drop those knees down, push it up into a plank. Or you can just hold that plank hold here. Breathing through. Got 10 more seconds here. Awesome job, guys. Keep it up. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake it out. Grab a drink of water. We've got our second block here, okay? We're gonna do our front to back, side to side, and then all 4 corner jumps. So we're hitting into those plyometric movements here, okay? So we're starting off with front to back jumps. Ready? Let's go. So you're just jumping front to back. Imagine an imaginary line on the ground you're jumping over, okay? You can also grab a jump rope, a towel, anything you have lying around your house and use that as feedback, right? As a reference. Jumping over and back that object. If you don't have one, just do what we're doing here. Make sure you're not traveling too far, right? That means your core is not tight and you're not having good form and you're getting loose and jumping all over the place, right? Make sure that you stay in roughly the same area, okay? And time. Okay, good. All right, same thing. Now we're just gonna jump side to side with that movement, okay? All right, shake it out. Okay, ready? And let's hit it. We're going side to side this time. Again, keeping that core nice and tight. Absorbing that landing through the balls of your feet, and then you push through to jump side to side. Okay, the mat also requires you, right? When you need to get up onto that horse, hoist yourself up. You need the power in that spring, in that jump. Good. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, we cover front to back, side to side. We're just gonna put that all together now. We're gonna go side to back to side to front. So we're covering essentially a square. You can also put a rope, again for reference, horizontal and vertical, crossing them over, okay? So we just jump in each box, okay? Let's hit it. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back, side. Pushing through those toes. Front, back, side, side. Front, side, back. Good. And if you want more of a challenge, you can rotate the directions, okay? Rotate the directions halfway through. Just 15 seconds through. Rotate the direction you're jumping. Good. Front, side, back, side. Front, side, back, side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake that out, guys. Awesome job. Your heart rate should be up, feeling it. Shake it out. We've got one more block here, all right? We're doing our hip hinge or RDL. Okay, we're doing our back attack to finish us off today. Okay, so I'll go sideways so you can see me here. We're just going to hinge at the hips, touch those fingertips on the ground, driving those hips up. Slight bend in your knee. Let's hit it. Nice flat back, right? We're not rounding those shoulders in. Make sure you have a nice flat back, hinging at the hips, and then driving those hips back to stand. Okay, good job. So our low back really stabilizes our spine. We need to use our back to kick that leg behind us, right? So these exercises really help enforce the connection you have with your lower back and your pelvis and your hip muscles, okay? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming down for our Supermans. Our next exercise up is our Superman, so down onto your stomach here, okay? We're just gonna reach up with those arms, extend out with those legs, draw your elbows to your side before extending out and down, okay? Ready? Let's hit it. Lift up off that mat, squeezing your elbows to both sides, coming down. Modification, you can just do your upper body or just your lower body, okay? Or just coming up and down as high as you can with your limbs, your arms and your legs. Breathing through, this is our last block. Let's finish strong. Almost there, we've got 10 more seconds here. Good form, really squeezing your backside, your glutes at the top. Squeezing your elbows in, and time. All right, guys, last and final movement are our rocks, okay? This one is quite challenging, but I know you guys can do it. Extending your arms out, squeezing your ankles together, okay? So that we're moving as one unit, and we're just going to lift up into that arch position. Use that momentum of our legs, kicking our heels up to the sky, and it should literally rock you back and forth, okay? Nice rocks. Time, just 30 seconds. Almost there. Modification, right? We can just lift up our arms or our legs, right? Same thing, okay? The rocking really challenges us in our core area, our back, our arms, cardio. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. All right, get a drink of water. Press back into that child's pose to kind of extend and loosen out that spine, opening up those hips. You guys did great. Go ahead and repeat this workout portion if you want a little extra challenge. Otherwise, I'm going to pass it off to the lovely Miss Allie to finish us off with some yoga.
Awesome. Thank you, Mari. That felt great. So, awesome. Thank you, Mari. That felt great. So everyone, definitely make sure to grab a drink of water and then come back onto your mat. And we're going to move into some exercises that are building on those awesome strength movements that are really going to help to work your core and a little bit of the technique that would be required for the mount as well. So coming back into your downward facing dog. Good, and just enjoy a little bit of a stretch and an opening. We definitely work those hamstrings and back, especially if you went ahead and did that twice as Mari recommended, rewinding the video for your repeat. So we're just coming into downward facing dog, walking out, especially feeling it through the calves from those jumps, the hamstrings, and the back, everything required for a great mount. Now, building on what we did with Mari, what we're going to do from here is take an inhale, come on forward to your plank pose, and then lift and drive that right knee into your chest. And we're just going to start with the basic movement, which is an inhale to reach straight. And you can either go for one long line from your wrist, shoulders, hips, and toe, or you're really trying to extend into that full split position. However, you want to make sure that you stay strong in your core as you do that. So as you'll see, take an exhale here, reach. One more time, just with the basic version, coming in and kick back. Now, from here, level 2, you're gonna start to add a little hop. As you come in, you're gonna kick and get a hop. And now that's really important to have that core strength, or else as you drive your leg, you won't go anywhere. But if your core is strong, then you can use that momentum of the leg. We'll do 5 more. And really, that's a huge component of the mechanics of the mount, is really being able to harness the energy of that leg, the strength of the back of the leg, connecting into your core. Last one on this side to hit that beautiful handstand split. That is our goal. Good. Go ahead and walk it out. We'll take a flow in between. Inhale forward. Keep your elbows stacked over your wrist. Half push up. Lift and open. And exhale. Downward facing dog. And just take a little child's pose. 2 breaths here. Really softening. Good. Coming all the way back. We'll take that left leg up. Inhaling 3 times forward and back, of just finding that connection before we even get into the jumps. You may do these if you go to yoga classes or seen this as a common exercise. Now adding in that kick, okay? So you're using the kick in that leg to really launch yourself, pull yourself through. So I like this exercise because we're here as well, at the bottom engaging in the core, and then at the top connecting through the back. Your core wraps all the way around. It actually includes your glutes as well. We'll do 3 more. Firing up, nice and strong. Maybe you can do 1 extra bonus to finish strong. Good. And then again, coming back to plank, flow low. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, downward facing dog once again. Pedal it on out. Good. And then this time, bring your knees together. Let your hands straight back by your ankles. 3 breaths, and really find that opening in the upper body as you recover here. So important to recover, to let the brain and the body kind of integrate so that you can come back to the next thing with as much power as you would at the very start of a workout. Really letting it go. Beautiful. All right, we're going to give our legs some... Beautiful. All right, we're going to give our arms a little bit of a break. Coming all the way back into that downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. We're going to come all the way forward into a crescent lunge here. So first of all, we're really getting that opening through the top of that left hip flexor. A lot of us are really tight and strong in our legs, but at the top of that mount, ideally you want a full split, right? So using this to really stretch and straighten through that hip flexor. And then from here, we're going to lift that top ankle and then just tap it down. Now, for the mount, you really don't get a very deep bend in your jump. So it's really about the calves, as you saw with the jumps with Mari. We're really using our toes. So this is a great modification to build that strength in the calves, nice and strong, while still staying very mindfully connected. Great. Now, go ahead and drop that foot, come up to standing, and then from here, we're gonna lift up and down. Nice. And so we're building, we have that core connection, very strong. If you want to make this a little harder, you can go ahead and straighten that leg out in front of you, also using the core, and really working through that calf for 3, for 2, for 1. Final thing is a standing split exercise. So coming into that needle, as we call it in vaulting or standing split. And then from here, what we're gonna do is pop into your standing split, and then you're gonna go ahead and come down with your arms, and then you're gonna push up and off. All right, so if you need to modify, you can drop that leg and bend, and just do a little bit of a bend and a push, a bend and a push, or else you're fully in your needle, really trying to get low with your head. As you push, you extend off. We're gonna do 3 more. Again, modification can just be bending or else just hopping. Ideally, we're really working for that full split like we want at the top of the mount, really getting that finishing touch, right? What we want the very top of our mount exercise to look like. Go ahead and step it back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts high. Come on forward. Crescent lunge. And have fun with it, right? You want to challenge yourself, but if you feel like you're ever frustrated or like, I'll never get there, take it back a level, one day at a time, right? Leaving enough room for everyone to have some growth and inspiration. So first of all here, and you're just gonna start to lift and lower in that bottom heel. Good, so really just getting that stability in the ankles is also very therapeutic for all the jumping that we have to do for this exercise. Really getting that power to press through the toes while also feeling that stretch for the split. And ideally you want to be balanced, right? On both sides, left and right. Okay, drop the heel, come to standing, nice and tall. And then once again, you're lifting and lowering. So you can see how this is really, as Mari said, we're building and using the whole body, balance, coordination. If you can't hold this super stable, if your core is wobbly, even just to be lifting up and down, then what do you think is happening to your core when you're trying to jump on the horse, right? Again, holding that leg straight, because that's exactly what you would need to do at the top of your mount, right? Using that stability. Lots of moving parts that are connected here at the center. For 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and swing it on back. Find your fullest stretch, your fullest split here. Okay, and then remember for this one, take it at your own pace. Ideally, we're in that full standing split. Hands are on the ground in a triangle position to that foot, and then go ahead and bend deep. Use the push and the toe at the same time, or else you can drop the leg, just do little push-ups, or maybe you're taking little hops. We've got 5, or however many you can do in the next 30 seconds or so. Good, and really get that finesse. 2 things. At the top, you really want to pull this bottom leg towards your chest and really use everything together. So you want the push and timing with that leg at the top. Good, I'm going to do 3 more. At the same time, you're also using the strength of your toes to push really strong in those calf muscles here. Oh, and we've got Penny the yoga dog. Oh, it's Jet joining us for our final thing here. And he knows a thing or 2 about vaulting. All right, excellent, everyone. Go ahead and just rewind and release. 1 more thing here, and then we'll be done. So, a great exercise that you can do for your mount is the crow. There's a ton of arm balances. Let us know if you want us to do. We can do an entire class on that if you'd like, that are all going to be helping your vaulting. Today we're going to focus just on the crow, one of the foundational arm balances. So if you need a tutorial for this, go ahead and request that, and I'll give you a full rundown on basics for crow. I'm going to assume that you know how to do that basic crow position, making sure you've got equal weight on your thumb all the way through all 10 fingers, getting those knees nice and high, and then just holding. And in this position, I want you to find your breath, especially when and if you're tired. We saved this to the end for a reason. We're We're nice and warm, our core is engaged, our mind and body's ready to go. Now, if you can't hold a position, actually let me say it in a positive way. You need to be able to hold every position that you want to do dynamically. For the most part, you want to be able to hold those shapes in a static way, to the best of your ability, right? I'm not asking you to stay at the top of your jump and fly, but picture this crow, and you can always take a break if you need to, as that strength in the core, sort of in the mountain peak top of your mount shape, okay? Next up, that was level 1, is holding the crow. Level 2, we're gonna do crow jump backs. So you're gonna come into your crow shape, and that same concept of core strength connecting with the push, you're gonna go ahead and push up and back into a nice strong plank position. Let's do 2 more together. Nice strong crow. Go ahead and push up and back. And see if on this last one you can really get the explosivity of your elbows pushing at the same time as that push back. Awesome. All right. For our very grand finale, what we're going to go ahead and do are our crows to headstand and back. And this is great for finding that tip over the surcingle, using the core strength to control it over and back. So from here, you're going to start off in that crow shape. Slowly go ahead and come down into your headstand position. You can push up. If you'd like, you can add a little pop to handstand here, or else you can just come back down with those knees on the back. Now, as you come back, don't let your toes touch the mat. Whoop. And then you're going to come right back into it. We're going to do 3 of these. So if you want to add, you can do a little pop up. See if you can lower it back down into your crow. A lot of you might be stronger than me here. See if you can do it without touching your toes, coming into this 3rd and final one. Tip, either popping to handstand or just lifting to headstand. Slowly coming back into your crow. Don't let your toes touch. Let's see. All right. And then go ahead and come down into your squat. Excellent job, everyone. Go ahead and just go side to side. Give those hips and arms a break. Let your head go side to side. And remember, you really shouldn't feel that in your neck. You want to make sure that you're really doing that headstand, tripod headstand correctly. Leave a comment, again, if you want more tutorials on that. From here, go ahead and straighten out. We'll give it a nice long forward fold. And then a flat back to standing. Come all the way up. Big inhale, stretch. And then go ahead and step your feet together. Bring your hands to heart center. If you guys want to continue with some further stretching and cool downs, make sure to check out. We have a number of videos here, yoga and workouts that you can continue to do. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. We hope that you loved this entire series of compulsory videos. If you haven't checked out the others in the series, make sure to head to that playlist and let us know which ones you loved, what do you want to see more of, and have a great day.